Hi ladies, welcome to today's video. Today I am sharing 7 of the best sunscreen for dry, mature skin. If you're new here, my name is Joy, and on this channel we discuss beauty and wellness for the over 40 woman. If that's you, please hit the subscribe button below. Okay, so as we go through this video, for reference, I am almost 47 and I have extremely dry and also sensitive acne-prone skin. So these sunscreens are sunscreens that have worked for my skin, that don't cause breakouts, that don't cause a reaction, that I am able to use on a consistent basis. And I have both physical and chemical sunscreens here. So if you have a preference for one or the other, just hold on because I have both for you. We're going to start out with my most loved, most worn sunscreen, and that is the Physical Tinted Moisturizer SPF 44 from Dermatology. I have used this sunblock, well, this one in particular, since it came out. And prior to that, I had been using the one that was not mineral that was out before this one. This is an oil-free sunblock that protects you from both UVA and UVB radiation, as well as infrared and blue light. So you've got great protection for all of the harmful rays in this one sunblock. It is 100% mineral, zinc oxide, and titanium dioxide. It contains vitamin E, glycerin, and sodium hyaluronate. Of all of the sunscreens I wear, the reason I like this one the most is because I have dry skin. This is extremely moisturizing. It leaves a very beautiful dewy finish on your skin. And on most days that I am not wearing any foundation makeup, this is the sunblock that I will choose. I will wear just this sunblock and I will put on whatever other makeup I'm doing. I actually posted a video of my everyday makeup look a while ago, and I'll link that below for you because this is what I wear in that video. It takes me less than 10 minutes to get ready in the morning, and this just does a great job of giving you a nice, even skin tone. There is not a lot of coverage to it. It's definitely not a foundation dupe. However, it hides my redness and it evens my skin tone. It helps to cover any blemishes I may have. So this works perfectly for me on an everyday basis. This is what I wear. Now on my neck, I wear their Broad Spectrum SPF 45, also from Dermatology. Okay, now this is also oil-free. It says it's suitable for sensitive skin and it's lightweight with no residue. All of those things are true. This is just a very simple, easy to use sunscreen. So I don't like to wear tinted sunscreens down my neck because I don't want my clothes to pick up the tint, which has happened many times to me in the past. So this is what I choose to use on my hands and my neck. I just love this. Let me show you. There's no white cast with it. It rubs in so easily. Now this is not mineral. It is a chemical sunscreen, but do you see how beautifully that just rubbed right in seconds? And it just melts into your skin but leaves like this dewy glow. So if you don't like a tinted sunblock, then I would highly recommend this one. These are just going to be a constant recommendation of mine. Like I said, I've used them for years, so I know they're reliable, I know they look good, and they're giving you great protection. Okay, now we're moving on to the CeraVe Hydrating Mineral Sunscreen SPF 30. Sorry, the bottle is so dirty. This is like the end of the road for this bottle. I need to pick up a new one. They call it a sheer tint. This is $16.99 on the Ulta website, so a little bit less expensive than the Dermatology. It is UVA and UVB protection. So where the Dermatology also protected from infrared and blue light, this one is just going to protect you from UVA and UVB, but still a great sunscreen. And the coverage you get from this is very similar to the Dermatology. It just evens out your skin tone. It looks nice, almost like you're wearing a foundation, but it's very hydrating. So it works very well for my dry skin. Now, I should have said at the beginning of this, I do still do my full skincare routine. Okay, some of these, like the Dermatology and one we're going to be talking about later, say that they're moisturizers. Those are not enough moisturization for me. If you are perimenopausal and you have extremely dehydrated skin, I would suggest that you still do your regular skincare routines, still apply your moisturizer, let that absorb, and then go in with your sunblock. I still add all of my layers of hydration and then go with these sunblocks on top. And they're usually still dry down pretty matte on me because my skin is so dehydrated. So if you have mature dehydrated skin, if you're perimenopausal, then I would say make sure you're still applying your regular skincare, your regular moisturizer, even though some of these claim to be moisturizers. I find that I need to do that. Now, if you don't have dry skin or if you have normal combination skin, then probably like the Dermatology Physical Tinted Moisturizer is going to be enough for you and you're not going to need a moisturizer underneath. It's just not enough for me. So it's going to depend on your skin type. Okay, back to the CeraVe Hydrating Mineral Sunscreen. This is just a beautiful formula. It's a relatively inexpensive sunscreen. The tint is nice. I get away with wearing this as my makeup for the day, just like I do the Dermatology. So this is lovely. And it also contains ceramides, which CeraVe is known for. Ceramides are the glue that holds our skin together. And niacinamide and hyaluronic acid. So that's why it's so moisturizing. So you've got some great skincare benefits in here, along with the sunscreen. Okay, next up we have the Naturium Dew Glow Moisturizer SPF 50. And this is an SPF 50 PA+++++, which basically means you are getting the highest level of UVA protection that you can. So this is an excellent sunscreen. Now, this is not a physical sunscreen. This is a chemical or organic sunscreen, okay? Which I do have to be careful of on my sensitive skin. A lot of times physical sunscreens work better for me with sensitive skin. So if you have sensitive skin, and you typically have to go with physical sunscreens, but you prefer a chemical sunscreen, this one is beautiful and it does not irritate my skin. This is called Dew Glow, so as per the name, it does leave a lovely dewy glow on your skin, but it absorbs so fast and it sinks right in, and you're just left with a dewy glow. Just a very nice, light, dewy glow. So hopefully you can see in the camera how lovely that is. This one is $22 on the Naturium website. I get mine at Target. You can also pick it up at Target. It also has niacinamide and absorbic acid. So you've got some skincare benefits, some niacinamide in there for brightening, and some antioxidants for extra protection. This is a lovely sunscreen. Maybe you can see the difference here between the two. This one has the Dew Glow on it. Next up, we have two sunscreens from Supergoop. Now, these are new purchases for me. I've only been wearing them a short amount of time, a couple weeks at this point. However, I am really impressed with both of them. So I put them in this video because they look lovely, they work well. Now, I will say, we're gonna be talking about the Unseen sunscreen and the Glow screen. I bought these in the miniature size because I wasn't sure if I would like them or not, and they are on the pricier side. This one runs from $22 to $76 depending on what size you get. This one runs from $22 to $38 depending on the size. So I bought them in miniature to give them a try out before I spent some real money. So we'll start with the Unseen sunscreen. You guys, this is just such a beautiful feeling sunscreen. I totally was not prepared for it. I did not think I was gonna like it that much. I had seen great reviews on this, which is why I purchased it. It's the only reason I purchased it, was because people have been raving about it. And it's so worth it. It's so worth the hype. It almost feels like silk. So it doesn't come out white like a lot of sunscreens. It comes out with just this like clear gel formula and then soaks right in. It's completely unseen, as the name implies. It's completely invisible. So you wouldn't even know that you were wearing it, except it has this beautiful silky feeling. And that's what gets me. I just love the feeling of this. So I actually have started using this in the same way that I use the Dermatology broad spectrum. And I use this on my neck and on my hands, on my décolleté, and it's a beautiful, lovely sunblock. Now this is SPF 40+++. It says it is water and sweat resistant for up to 40 minutes. It is oil-free with a natural finish. That is correct. It protects from UVA, UVB, infrared, and blue light. So another sunscreen that just gives excellent protection from all of the different kinds of damaging light. I have tried this under makeup a couple times and it's lovely. Now, it's not as hydrating as the Dermatology or the CeraVe, okay? So it's not as hydrating, but because I still do my whole skincare routine and I'm still putting on my moisturizer and my serums first and letting them soak in, this does work for me. And I think that you will love it. Okay, next up is the Supergoop Glow Screen. This is so pretty. This is also an SPF 40 chemical sunscreen. They claim that this is also a makeup primer, and it does look beautiful under makeup. It leaves such a beautiful glow without looking glittery or anything like that. It's just a beautiful sheen. Hopefully I can insert some footage of how this looks on your face without any other makeup. I actually have worn this a couple days, just this, as my face makeup for the day when I went to work, because it just leaves such a beautiful glow. You just look healthy and kind of radiant. I have it in the shade Sunrise. Now, this has a lot of good skincare ingredients. They say that it has hyaluronic acid, vitamin B5, niacinamide, sea lavender, and cocoa peptides to filter blue light. So excellent protection, beautiful sunscreen, beautiful radiant glow. Highly recommend. Okay, and last we are talking about the Sunforgettable Total Protection Face Shield Flex SPF 50. This is actually what I have on my face today. I have a little bit of concealer over some blemishes I'm having as a reaction to some products I had tried. But other than that and a little bit of blush high on my cheekbones, this is my only face makeup. No foundation, no heavy concealer or anything like that. This is probably the most makeup-like sunblock that I own. It goes on almost like a foundation. It takes care of redness, it evens the skin tone. Hopefully you're able to see that in the camera. Now, this is an SPF 50 plus. They say it dries to a demi-matte finish, which is true. It does take a while to dry down though, I will say that. Although it dries down to a semi-matte finish, which you would think would be too drying on my skin, but this actually works. But it does take a while to dry down. So just be aware of that. If you're gonna put this on in the morning, you're gonna have to give it a few minutes before you get dressed, or it may transfer. It comes in 4 shades. And the idea behind the Flex technology is that it adapts to your skin tone. So let me show you how this works, okay? It comes out white, and then as you rub it into your skin, it changes color, and it becomes the color that matches your skin tone. It's just lovely. It does run a little orangey on me, but that is because I'm such a pale person. So I love this midsummer when I have a little more of a tan going on. This is beautiful. Now let's see, UVA, UVB, blue light, infrared, and they say it protects from pollution. So it is water resistant for 40 minutes and it contains niacinamide and antioxidants. So some skin loving ingredients in with this beautiful sunscreen. And again, I keep holding it upside down because you apply, this is how you apply it. You unscrew the lid and squeeze it out, but the writing is this way. Okay, those are my 7 favorite sunblocks that I have used on my dry, sensitive, mature skin. I hope that you found one here today that will work for you and that you found this helpful. Thank you so much for joining me and spending your time watching. I really appreciate it. Please subscribe to the channel before you go and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.